The average concert ticket has more than doubled in price over the last decade. But the weird thing is, people aren't going less. They're going more.
Which is mad, right? Because everything else that doubled in price, we just stopped buying it.
Exactly. So, what is it about live music that breaks all the normal rules? Welcome to Sunk Cost. Two friends, one mic, and a lot of opinions about money. I'm Sophia, that's Alex, and we dig into what modern life actually costs us and whether any of it is worth it. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. Today we're talking concerts, why they cost a fortune now, and what that says about this whole experience economy thing we keep hearing about. Alex, let's start simple. When did going to a gig stop being a normal person thing to do?
Has it ever really been cheap, though? Or are we just romanticizing it? No, genuinely. I remember going to shows as a teenager, like mid-tier bands at decent venues, and it was 40, 50 quid, including a couple of drinks. Now that same night is closer to 120 before you've even thought about getting there.
And that's not inflation. That's not just everything costs more now. Ticket prices have outpaced inflation by a lot. The price increase is specific to live events.
So why? What actually changed?
Okay, so a few things happened at once. Streaming basically killed recorded music revenue. Artists make almost nothing from streams. So touring became the money. It's now where the actual income is, which means artists charge more, venues charge more, and the whole thing gets priced up accordingly.
So we broke recorded music, and now we're paying for it on the other end.
Pretty much. We wanted free music, we got free music. And now tickets cost a fortune. That trade-off was always coming.
But here's where it gets properly mental. It's not even the artist taking all that money. The venue fees, the booking fees, the facility charge, whatever that means. I paid a 4 quid facility charge last month. What facility? The floor?
The floor, yes, you're welcome.
Cheers for the floor, really.
But here's what I find genuinely interesting about the fee thing. The psychological move there is deliberate. Show you a lower headline price, then stack the fees at checkout. By then, you've already committed mentally. You're not going to back out over $6.
Which is sunk cost behavior, isn't it? You've spent 20 minutes finding tickets, picking seats. You're emotionally in. Walking away feels like a loss, even though you haven't spent anything yet.
Exactly. Loss aversion doing its thing. Kahneman would have a field day with the Ticketmaster checkout page.
Someone should write that paper.
Someone probably has.
Right, but here's where I want to push a bit. Because I've paid the insane prices. I've done it. And I genuinely do not regret it. I saw a show last year, proper big venue, and it cost me... I don't want to say how much it cost me.
You can say.
It was close to 200 quid, all in. Tickets, train, one overpriced lager, and honestly, I think about that night more than I think about basically anything else I bought that month.
And that's the experience economy in a nutshell, right? The argument is that experiences give you more lasting satisfaction than stuff. You stop noticing a new couch pretty quickly, but a really good night, you're still telling that story.
So are we being exploited? Or are we just buying something that actually has value?
I think it's both, honestly. The value is real. That's not marketing fluff. But the pricing absolutely exploits the fact that you know the value is real. They've figured out you'll pay it, so they charge it.
And the dynamic pricing thing, that's new, isn't it? Or newish, where the price goes up as demand goes up, like an airline seat.
Yeah, and that one genuinely makes me a little frustrated, because it hits the fans who care the most, the ones refreshing the page at 10 a.m. the second tickets go on sale, watching the price climb while they're stuck in the queue. They're the real fans, and they get squeezed the hardest.
That is properly backwards. The more you love the artist, the more you pay. The casual person who buys a ticket 6 weeks later because their mate dragged them along pays less. That's mad.
It's supply and demand working exactly as designed. And it still feels wrong.
Yeah, like technically correct, morally a bit dodgy.
That's true of a lot of things in this economy, honestly.
Okay, but I want to talk about the other side of this. Because it's not just a ticket anymore, is it? The ticket is almost like the entry fee to a whole spending ecosystem. You get in, and then the drinks are 12 quid, the merch stand is right there. They want you to upgrade to the premium viewing area.
Oh, the premium experience upsell. That one is fascinating to me from a psychology angle. Because once you've spent, say, $150 on tickets, spending another $40 for a better view feels proportionally small. Your reference point has shifted.
It's like buying a car and then not blinking at the 200 quid floor mats. The big number makes every smaller number feel reasonable.
Exactly. And venues know this. The whole layout is designed around it. You're already in a mental state of, I've spent big tonight, and that loosens everything else.
I have absolutely bought the floor mats. I have bought the floor mats of concerts many times.
The overpriced lager is the floor mats.
The overpriced lager is always the floor mats.
Can I throw in a counterpoint, though? Because I feel like there's a version of this conversation where we just dunk on concert prices and say it's all a scam. And I don't think that's the full picture.
Go on then.
Live events are genuinely expensive to run. Production costs, crew, sound and lighting rigs, venue costs, a lot of that has gone up significantly. And for smaller artists especially, touring is brutal. They're not all getting rich off this. Some of them are barely breaking even.
Yeah, fair point. There's a difference between a stadium act charging 300 quid and the mid-sized band charging 60. One of those I have questions about. One of those, they're probably just covering costs.
And honestly, the stadium acts. Part of what you're paying for is scarcity and status. There are only so many nights. Only so many people can be there. That has real value to people.
Is that value though, or is that just FOMO with a price tag on it?
I mean, can it be both?
I feel like that's your answer to everything.
Because it usually is both.
Okay, final boss take time. What's your actual read on this? Is the experience economy a genuine shift in what people value, or is it just the new version of selling us stuff we don't need?
Okay, so my read is this. The experience economy is real. The preference shift is real. People genuinely do get more lasting happiness from experiences than from things. That part isn't marketing. But what's happened is that companies have taken that genuine human truth and wrapped a pricing model around it that is increasingly extractive. They're not selling you experiences because they care about your happiness. They're selling you experiences because they figured out it's the one category where you'll pay almost anything and still feel okay about it afterward.
Because you can't return a memory.
You cannot return a memory. There's no buyer's remorse on a night you genuinely loved. And they know that.
So the psychological stickiness of experiences is actually what makes it possible to charge more for them.
That's the whole game. And I'm not saying don't go to concerts. Go to concerts, obviously. But just know what's happening. You're not just buying a ticket. You're buying into a system that's very carefully designed around the fact that you won't regret it.
Which is kind of brilliant and kind of grim at the same time.
Welcome to modern life.
And none of this is financial advice, by the way. I have 17 subscriptions and I bought the floor mats. Do not take money guidance from me.
Truly, please don't. So where does that leave us? I think the honest takeaway is the prices are high. Some of it is genuinely justified. Some of it is exploitation. And the trick is knowing the difference before you're standing at the merch stand at 11:30 at night with your wallet already open. The value is real. Just don't let them take all of it. And this Thursday, I'm back. Same week, still my turn. Taking on grocery bills, why they keep climbing, and how we're all quietly adjusting our lives around it without really talking about it. Alex, anything to add before we go?
Just that I'm slightly terrified of how many feelings you have about grocery prices. Thursday's going to be a lot.
Oh, it's going to be a lot. Bye, everyone. Have a brilliant week, and we'll see you Thursday.